What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about an incredibly easy method that can get your run game to the next level. Now, when we talk about run game in Madden 20, everybody knows when you come out, usually you're going to have a guy like myself that's going to try to run the ball down your throat, right? Now, ultimately, you got to be able to stop the run. I recommend 3-4 bear, 3-4 odd, whatever, but some games it just won't work. Some games EA is going to tell you, listen, bend over, it's on. You know what I'm saying, bro? EA, the game is so unpredictable that even if you play a certain style of play, it won't really matter in the long run. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you'll go out one game and your old line will just be the most dominant force ever, and then you'll play another game right after that and they'll just get shedded the whole game. The ultimate thing about the gameplay, though, is that you still have to put the best players in the position to, achieve your goal. So what we're going to be doing today is this. Kyle Juszczyk, when we first got him, it kind of worked out for us. I'm going to go ahead and point some things out real quick with the chemistry. You'll see that we're at 26 of 30. You only need 25 to get the +1 speed, which is ideal for things that I tried to do. Many of you guys shared with me some of the theme teams that you created. I'm so happy for you guys that you guys took some of the things that I tried to show you guys and used it in your own way and made your theme team, and you're enjoying the gameplay. That's the best part of Madden Ultimate Team, is building your team. So that's what I like to hear and see. All right, so you don't, like I said, you don't have to use the 49er theme team. It works for me. That's something that I do. Shout out to all you guys that created your own theme team and are out there dominating dudes in Weekend League. But look, today we're going to be making a sacrifice, all right? Kyle Juszczyk is garbage, and I had enough of it. I'm going to show you why he's trash, right? So we just picked up the out of position Quentin Nelson, okay? I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple things about why Quentin Nelson is probably the better move, and we'll see if, you agree. If you don't, whatever the situation is, and then we'll go from there. Ideally, one of the things that made Kyle Juszczyk a really, really good player in the game was that he was able to achieve 99 lead block. Now, 99 lead block is a very, very huge thing, but remember, offensive line-wise, when Joe Thomas was a glitch and EA had to patch the game because of Nasty Streak, it was simply because of 99 lead block and 99 impact block created that, right? So, when you look at Kyle Juszczyk, we ignored the fact that this guy's run block is total garbage and his impact block is below tier, right? So, as the game goes on, when you have certain players that you play against with teams that are really, really good defensively, you may have noticed that this guy runs around like he's blind and runs into the stands and never tries to make a block, right? Yes, that's not unusual. That is because he doesn't have decent run block, so he's blind. What happens with the game is this, right? If your player doesn't have certain attributes, EA makes them run around like chickens without heads. So he has continuously run and just whiffed on blocks or just has not blocked anybody, right? So it's continuously become enraging to me that this guy sucks that bad. Now, I want to point out a few things. He's about to get raid sold, but it's not about him. He's going to be part of the new Redux cards that'll be coming out later. So if we do want to get Kyle Juszczyk, we'll be able to get him back anyway. Right now, people are still going crazy for his card, and currently, I didn't see any in the auction house. So it's probably going to work out for the best for us. All right. So what I'm going to do is point out another couple things that you should understand. Chemistries. The out of position players cannot get physical chems. So that brawler that he has, you have to make sure that whatever your brawler level is at, that it's not going to be affected if you choose to raid sell him now. I'm going to go ahead and back this out, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. With Brawler, because a lot of my players can get ×2 Brawler, it's not going to affect me to remove him because I have 32 of 30. Remember, you only need 30 of 30 to get the +2 speed and get everything else that comes with it. The strength, the speed, -1 excel, and -1 agility. All right? So look, we're going to simply take him out of the lineup and put in Quentin Nelson. Now, once we put in Quentin Nelson, like I said, we're going to go into his into the skill set that he has. And then some of you guys, I'm going to explain to you guys why we're getting rid of Kyle Juszczyk and not Okoye in a second as well. But let's go ahead first, and we're going to go ahead and I don't know why they... Hold up. So wait a minute. This guy can get abilities too? Hold up. Low-key, that might be glitchy though. Hold on. Because we might have to take something off of somebody else. So he's a fullback that gets identifier. All right, finally, a fullback that gets identifier. That's actually cool, because then we don't need the quarterback chem. Wait a minute, he gets armbar? Bro, what is up with this game? My man gets armbar though? Okay, man. Yo, EA, shout out to EA Sports. The dude gets bulldozer, secure protector. Bro, he gets armbar. The dude is 71 speed. Like, why would you? All right, let me not even. I'm not gonna entertain EA with this. Let me just get my little let me get my refunds back and just go back to what we were doing here with chemistries. So now we're going to go and we're going to give him the power run, because though that chemistry is something that we actually, we need that. That's going to actually help everything that's going on. That's going to boost all the power run players, stiff arm, impact block, all that good stuff, and enhance Quentin Nelson to be even better. Okay? Obviously, with the lack of the physical chem, like I told you before, he won't get the boosted strength. He won't get a lot of the other things that are involved, but that's fine. You see that he goes right to the same 95, though, that we just had with, Kyle Juszczyk, right? Now, with Christian Okoye, I'm going to show you guys something, because as far as everything is entailed with the fullback position, the speed is not necessarily what the major thing is. It's about strength. And, obviously the run block, lead block, and impact blocking is all good. We got away with it for a while by just focusing on lead block, but we were able to see together through the live streams that, we need to have a suitable amount of run block as well. And impact blocking, pretty much he's a lineman at fullback. So now when you put him out there, he should not whiff on the blocks the same way that Kyle Juszczyk was running around and just doing whatever he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So now, with everything that we're going to try to do, let's look at it now chemmed up. Kyle Juszczyk being an 82 speed doesn't really affect us, because it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, him doing that, that's fine. It's not something that's absolutely necessary. Now, with people that kick the ball off to you and it's short, you could put Christian Okoye there because he's faster and he'll have a chance to run it back for 6 if it's necessary. If you're like me, though, it very, very rarely happens where you run it back for 6, so you wouldn't need to start Christian Okoye. You can leave him right where he is regardless, but I want you guys to see that when it comes to run block, lead block, and impact block, all of them are way better than Kyle Juszczyk. With the exception of the lead block, the other 2 are missing, and that's causing a lot of issues. Not only that, his strength factor. You'll see that these guys are in the 90s, this guy's in the 80s. All right, well, he's just 80, but he gets a little bit of the boosted chem from the brawler, but we're going to go ahead and break him down and sell him off right now. But these are the things that are very, very simplistic fixes, because this is an out-of-position player that I already know, based on the numbers that you see right there, is going to enhance my running game. And then obviously you see that if you didn't want to keep identifier on one of your old linemen or your QB, it would be suitable to put it on a fullback. But what's interesting about it is, guys like Christian Okoye, previous fullbacks in other Maddens, they were able to very easily get identifier. It's been a little bit more difficult with Madden 20 to get it on the fullback, so a lot of them didn't have it. It's pretty cool that they gave him the opportunity to get that as an ability, because if you wanted to, you could really go wild. The interesting thing about it is EA is very smart, because let me just go ahead and point something out to you. He should be able to get nasty streak, but you see that the ability is not there at the fullback position, because he would actually be pancaking everybody else down the field. So they give him stuff like secure protector and other garbage like that, but he meets the threshold with the impact block and the lead block. You know what I'm saying? But that's another thing. EA is very smart with what they're doing, because everybody knows what it was doing. Listen, Joe Thomas was going wild when you put him out of position. He was just doing whatever he wanted, starting him at tight end and stuff. He was just going insane. So with those things, the reasoning behind why it's so crazy is simply because of that. Now, you can always go and experiment with it and see if it works and play around with a lot of the chems with the O-line. But for the most part, EA is pretty much nipped it in the bud. You're not going to be able to get those crazy pancake blocks upfield if you play the players out of position. All right, so now, with that being said, we're going to find Kyle Juszczyk. And again, if we wanted to, we could keep the power up, right? We don't need to go crazy. We just need to sell that. We're going to just sell his other card that he has, the limited. Because right now, with the price that it is, it doesn't make any sense for us to hold on to it, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to take that card off. And he gives us a 76 training. He doesn't need to have Brawler right now either. So we'll refund that. And then we'll just leave him like that. Now, when he gets his Redux, we could probably get him back. He won't start, though. But he's a 49er, so it'll help our team chem. So we don't need to really go crazy. It's all about the price of that Signature Series card right now. And people are really going crazy trying to get it for whatever reason. We could actually make something off of it. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and find him. I don't think there were any available in the store. So, we're going to go ahead and put him up at the last sell price that he was at. I think it was like $767. And then we'll see if he sells for that. If he does not, then we'll do something like, put him up for like $699 or something like that. But I think he sold for $767 as his last price. So we'll just go ahead and, $766, see if he sells. Because 49er fans, what happens is a lot of the dudes that are doing the 49er theme team, he's actually a key piece because he's such a unique position. And then if you get 50 of 50, he obviously becomes a guy that you could just start at running back and do whatever you want to do, because he goes to like 87 speed, crazy abilities if you wanted to utilize that, and it works out, really good for you as a 49er theme team. But again, for us, we're looking for the best case scenario for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't benefit us right now on the field, it realistically doesn't make any sense. Now, for those of you guys that were asking about Fred Warner and possibly putting him in as a backup position with the middle linebackers to kind of help what we're doing on the defensive side of the ball, that is a very, very good inquiry about what's going on. I think, what was he, week 16 or 17? Whatever he was, we can go check it out right now. The issue is this, right? We can get rid of Devin Bush and put Fred Warner as the other guy and then add an additional, the extra one, even though we have everything there. You see what I'm saying? We're 25 of 30. Having more of them there so that we can interchange 49er players actually helps the squad. And how does it help the squad? It makes it easier for us to interchange other players, because ideally you're looking for the 50 of 50 for the theme teams, so you can ultimately get the +2 speed. But I'm not going crazy like that with it. I don't really need all that. So for me, the +1 speed does more than enough. You know what I'm saying? It does more than enough for me. If I were to go 50 of 50, it would become a lot more difficult to get that, get everything to happen the way it's supposed to. Devin Bush being a rookie premier, he's pretty good for what he does. He doesn't usually play unless it's special teams. So with the Fred Warner card, we could go take a look at it now and see what, what his price ranges are. But I know we could complete the set and probably get it done for a lot less than what people are going to be charging inside the auction house. But let's just take a look at it and see what's going on, and then we'll go from there, because it probably will help us out. Oh, let me see. Go team. We're going to go 49ers. Okay, that's Jets. Jets are trash can status. That's not what we're looking for. I don't think I've seen a Jet theme team this entire time. Maybe if Darrelle Revis comes out, it'll be beneficial, because for the most part, they're not going to... I don't know, bro. Like, it is what it is. I don't know what they're doing, but it doesn't really matter. Let me see what this guy's doing. All right, so we got that guy there, obviously. Pat Willis is the GOAT. Okay, what? Hold up. Isn't he a middle linebacker? Where is he at? I don't know. Is he a right outside linebacker now? What? Middle linebacker Niners. I don't know what's... Hold on. Let me back out of this. So they didn't make him... I thought he was a middle linebacker. I could have swore that's what he was. Hold on. Why would they show that? Why would they only show P. Willis? Where is the team of the week? What was he? I think, was he 16? Yeah, Fred Warner. Oh, he's a right outside linebacker. Okay, he's not a middle linebacker. Okay. So with right outside linebacker, we have Jadeveon Clowney. He doesn't play either, but when he gets another card, we might use him. For some reason, I thought he was the middle linebacker. I was thinking about the other guy that has like the silver card. I did not realize he was a right outside linebacker. I was definitely about to add him into the squad. Let me show you the guy I thought that he was. And I was like using it like, yo, I'm probably going to utilize that guy. I'll show you really quickly. Jadeveon Clowney, we're not going to get rid of him right now. But there's another like lower level card that probably got a few upgrades. Where is he? He's like a base silver card. Yeah, I thought it was Greenlaw. I don't know why I was thinking that this guy was Fred Warner. I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. But you could look and see that Patrick Willis, when we just looked through with the 49ers, that he's the only guy that we could actually have there. So it works out that he's actually the best middle linebacker in the game right now, because it's just more valuable to have him out there. As you continue to put together your theme teams, these are like simple tips that'll help you get through it. The backup positions are very, very key. So you'll see that I have a lot of these guys as 49ers, in the backup position just chilling. It really does benefit you a lot to have those guys out there. So if I were to put that other guy back in, because he's a silver card, I don't think he's even able to get any chems. So he would heavily affect my defensive side of the play, and I don't want to do that. Because you see, like, this guy has ×3. Okay, does this guy have ×3? Yeah, he does. All right, these guys are working to get these abilities up, and my chemistry is working right. So I can't sacrifice pass rush and put in the lower level guy. For those of you guys that would wonder, why wouldn't I put other players in, like that guy I just showed you, the silver guy? The silver cards don't get the chemistry, so it just doesn't work out that way. But ideally, like I said, where we are right now, I like our chances of being able to run the ball and do whatever we want. So it's going to work out a lot better for us. We just have to wait to see if Quentin Nelson like kind of get whiffed on blocks and block sheds, and I'll be the first to let you know, yo, the dude is garbage. Once we know what's going on though, we got to make sure that we understand that you know, the game is going to play differently in different, you know, different aspects, weekend league, head to head, whatever. But ideally, you still want to have the best players that are going to go according to what you run. If you're a pass first dude, you may not even care about what I'm showing you right now. But for the most part, if you want to win more games, I would recommend that you run the ball. Quick, easy fix. That's what the game is built to do. You shouldn't have much issue doing it at any level. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Let me know if you enjoyed. One love, y'all.